Solar panels are a controversial part of the government's clean energy strategy, and many in our region are campaigning against large-scale developments, which they say could affect the landscape. But some argue the panels would be welcomed if communities could benefit from the energy produced.
We're pleased to invite you to the first bond fundraise from Kent Community Energy on ethics. We're a community benefit society run by people living in Kent for the benefit of everyone living here. We use community investment to build renewable energy assets, both large and small, and use the profits to help fight climate change, protect our county's biodiversity, combat the energy poverty that's prevalent throughout our towns and rural areas, and promote energy efficiency. The majority of people across the UK believe renewable energy is the future, and climate change is a challenge to our way of life. That's why we set up Kent Community Energy, to allow ordinary people to contribute to change in their own place. We're glad to see that the government shares our thinking as it looks to promote organisations like ours across the country. Our business model is simple. We receive investments for shares and debt from like-minded investors on ethics. We buy or build large-scale renewable energy assets, now solar and later wind, as well as install rooftop solar and batteries on clients' properties. The clients pay us a fair price for the energy, which allows us to pay our investors a fair return. All profits after operating costs are then either reinvested in new projects or given out as grants to community organisations across the county. Our first withdrawable share offer in 2023 gave us the funds to buy our largest asset, a 5 megawatt solar farm at Iwade in Kent. This generates nearly 5 million kilowatt hours per year of clean energy, which is enough to power 1,700 UK households for an entire year. We sell our energy to the grid. In the future, we plan to sell it locally as rules permit. We're also developing projects on adjacent sites for further expansions. We raised a further £576,000 from 221 investors last year. This allowed us to create our first portfolio of rooftop sites, selling energy to private consumers and community buildings. We've just finished a 130 kilowatt system on the famous miniature Romney Hythe and Dymchurch Railway in February. Why did they invest in solar with us?
There's two things really. We are, like everyone else, suffering from our electric bills. The cost of running a little railway has become huge in the last few years, and trying to make ends meet, solar panels help that. But the other side of things is, as much as we love our railway, we generate carbon, and anything we can do that enhances a green agenda for the railway cannot be a bad thing.
Coming up next month, we start installing a 293 kilowatt system on Broadstairs College, which will save the equivalent of a teacher's salary every year in energy savings. After that, we will complete 2 further projects in May. Now we're moving to our first bond issue. A bond is a way to lend your money to Kent Community Energy and get paid for it. For every £100 you put in, we will pay you £6 every year, and after 6 years you get your £100 back. If you invest in the ISA structure, that could also be tax-free. You don't need to be rich to take part. Whether you can invest £100 or £10,000, every pound helps build a cleaner, greener future right here in your community. These bonds have a 6-year term and will pay 6%. You can find out how to invest and the bond rules on the offer document on the ethics website. We're hoping to raise £750,000 in this round. So what will we spend the money on? With your help, we plan to put nearly 1 megawatt of rooftop installations on colleges in Canterbury and Folkestone, council leisure centres, and other community buildings and schools across the county. As a community benefit society, we put our profits back into the Kent voluntary sector. So far, we've given away £40,000 to charities and community organisations working against climate change, energy poverty, looking to protect biodiversity and nature, and promote energy efficiency. This year we hope to raise it to £38,000 and next year £100,000.